Hey there everybody, welcome to my Bowser's Fury any%/50 shine tutorial. I don't know if there's going to be a difference from that years from now, so that's why I have to say both of that. This is the 50 shine route that I've come up with that makes it easier to get some cycles. Um, One thing worth noting, what I mean by cycles, Bowser has these cycles where he shows up and it's not really controllable when he shows up unless you have an amiibo, which is currently banned on the leaderboards. I think most people want to do the way other people are running. Who knows where the future of this game is going, but without a Bowser amiibo, this is where this run's going to go. As soon as this is done erasing, the run's going to start. Starting. And we're going to skip the cutscene. What I do right now is I hold Y and wiggle the control stick up-ish. So that Mario gets out of the hole as fast as possible. This is some slow movement, but just keep in mind, I'm mainly going to be going over routing and tricks for the most part in this video. What we're going to do is we're going to wall kick on that. And then, yeah, basically we wall kick and then we turn around with right and do a dive. It's pretty simple there. If you mess it up, it only loses a few seconds. You could try it again, and then if you don't get it the second time, you could just take the platforms the Bowser breaks. So what I do is I do a roll jump here into the water, and then I go to Bowser Jr. I don't know if that's optimal or not. That's what I do. We set him to a lot so he could help us kill some enemies and whatnot. And now we're off. The cycle has begun. We want to try to get 6 shines in the cycle. What I mean by that is we'll have 7 at the end. Because in the cycle... Okay, so we're going to do this. Just climb and grab that as early as you can. If it doesn't feel like it's early enough, just climb a little more. We're going to hold up and right, press the L to cancel that. Okay, we messed it up, but that's okay. We do this. And then that loses some time, so we got to be tight with the cycle for a little bit. We got our first shine of the cycle, which is technically the second shine of the run. Now what we're gonna do, get that shard. We're gonna leave the other shard for later. For the next cycle. And we're gonna get these bullies. Sometimes Bowser Jr. will kill him for you, but generally you just wanna get them any way you can. Get up here. It's hard to explain some of this stuff because you have to catch the cycles for this run to work, and I'm trying to make the cycles as easy as possible, but trying to explain them, I can't really stop to explain them unless I pause. So it's kind of hard to be consistent and showing stuff at the same time explaining it. So I apologize in advance. But now that we have those 4 shards, we're going to leave 1 for later in this route. In this cycle, I mean. This cutscene is one of the downsides to the route, that we have to mash A for like 5 seconds or so there. But it's no big deal. I mean, this is mainly, the route's easier than what I've seen other routes be like. You don't have to wait as much. Optimal routes would be waiting in front of the Giga Bell all the time. When a cycle's about to end, but this route we're just gonna try to get whatever we can in the time, maybe get some Fury blocks along the way as well. I'm gonna climb up this, do the little ZL trick, grab this green cat. Sorry, cat. Sorry, cat. You also can just jump off and cat dive back to get it, but I think the cat way is funnier and more easy. Well, not easy, but faster probably. Alright, we're gonna get our 5th shine. Now coming up is going to be a jump that if you miss it, you could probably have a backup, depending on how much time you have. Otherwise, you could just get it in a later cycle. Like that. You got to dive at the right time. That's the main difficult part about it. It's going to rain any second now. There it is. Get this last shard. Break this block. Was it this one? Yeah. If you have time, you can get that extra cat bell for backup for later on. Now we wait for him to show up to break these blocks. Skip the cutscene. Skip that cutscene. And now we're going to wait for him to blow up these blocks. And as soon as these blocks break, we're going to make a run for it. Now that we're making a run for it, we don't collect that shine because shines make Fury Bowser go away, and we don't want that. We want to fight him. Now here's the thing that's difficult about the tutorial part of things. I have to do these fights live with you after the cycle, so I won't be doing them fully optimal, but I'm going to try my best. I'll give it a general idea of some things you'd want to do, because these are one of the few things you can speed up in this game other than the cycles. Now he's going to jump up. Basically what I do is I keep scratching him until he does the jump thing where he jumps into his shell and we can slam him. Don't get too close though or you'll take damage. And that's the end of this first tutorial. I know, only 7.5 minutes. But there is still something I want to cover after we get through this little dialogue and cutscenes. So basically here you'll just be mashing A. Mashing B once this map pops up. Then mashing A again. Alright. So here's the thing. What you're going to want to do is you'll notice I have these. These are the cycle based ones. You could technically have 21 in here. But 21, 31 are the general numbers you'll be going for next. But the 7 is what you generally want to get. You don't have to necessarily reset if you don't make them, but it makes it easier if you've gotten as many shines as possible. So we're going to save over this one. And this is going to be the next cycle for the next video. This is just the first cycle of many, so whenever you do the second cycle, save before it as soon as the cycle starts so that you could load this file. And then whenever you load a new file, save it to another one as well. That way you could practice the cycle as many times until you eventually get it. So, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video and let me know if that's helped. Thanks for watching.